Imarku has gifted us these pots and pans. We were happy to take them because we've been happy with some of the other imarku products, including cast iron skillets that are enamel covered. So right away, I know the storage is going to be good because we've got a 10-piece set in this box, which isn't that big. So that gives me a lot of hope for storage later. So what do we have here? Looks like we've got the lids, glass lids. I see that they're white. I do like the color of the wood. First thing we see here is obviously the 6-quart pot. Now these are all aluminum, heavy-duty aluminum with a non-stick finish, and each of them do have the inductive bottoms. So you can use these on an inductive range, an electric range, and a gas range per the manufacturer. First impression, looks nice. I do like the white. I do like the handles. These are kind of cool, these wooden handles. I can imagine this would look good in any modern kitchen. These smaller boxes, I'm assuming, are the handles to the frying pans. And I'm right on that. So I'm going to make sure I keep these together because I know each of these pieces have not only an inner pull device, but also a spacer. And it's very important to make sure the spacer goes in the right place. Easy, but it's important to make sure that is right. What else? Another lid, a good quality wooden spatula. It's important, I know, with nonstick to use wood or vinyl. Don't use metal with this stuff if you want it to last. That's been my experience. Another spatula with a little bit of a curve to it, which is handy in cooking. And a spoon. Now, I do like this spoon because I can use this to dip as well as to stir because it does have a nice spoon and a nice edge to it. I like that, and it looks good. And I noticed that all three of these have holes for hanging, which is important if you've got limited space in the kitchen. Okay, this is the one I was excited about, the 1.6-quart pot. This also comes with the lid, which I assume is here. We'll put the handle on in a minute. Looks like the lid fits really nicely. It's got 2 pouring lips, and the size I really like. I can see myself doing a lot of sauces, and this is big enough where I think we could heat up some vegetables, frozen vegetables in here. I must say I'm really happy with the engineering of this packing. They must have been a Tetris master. All right, we have 2 more skillets. From here, this looks like the larger one. This is the 10-inch skillet, and the 10-inch does come with a lid. So far, so good. I'm not thinking this is heavy at all. Again, it's aluminum, which tends to be a little bit lighter. So right away, I'm feeling this is good because it's really not very heavy. And I mean, in a good way. It's sturdy, but not heavy. And the lid is solid. This is a very solid lid with, I really love this rubber type plastic material that seals this. So that's going to be great. And again, on this one, like the sauce pan, we've got 2 lips. So you can pour from either side. That'll be very handy. This other one is the smaller one. So I'm assuming the 9.5-inch pan. Again, sturdy, induction, works, but yet light. Handy little instruction booklet specifically on how to put the handles on. So when putting on the handle, just keep in mind that there is a pattern to follow. So take a look at that square and then the 2 notches on upper end, right? So we have a square and then 2 notches. And then on the handle, we have a square and a place for those 2 notches. Notice that we have basically a long screw and we have a spacer. Just make sure that spacer's on the end. Put this through on the far end of the handle. The spacer has a little slot, so you know it's right. And then you're going to end up ultimately lining up the end of that screw with the pan. Make sure these 2 are lined up. There they are. Lined up nicely. And then on this side, the only tricky part, which isn't even that tricky, is just to make sure that my screw is lined up. And there's not much room on the other end. So it tends to find it on its own, which it has just done. And there's that satisfying feeling that it has taken hold. And we just want to do it tight enough. It doesn't even have to be that tight. Just tight enough so that the handle is now solid and not moving. Also, take note, we have that nice round hook, if you will. So I can hang this up in my kitchen. As far as utility goes, a good set. I can use every one of these for something in my kitchen. I really like the lid. I like how it fits on here tightly. I like the quality. Sturdy. I like the handles made of wood. I like the fact that they're not that heavy. Overall, I'm happy. It looks good. I recommend it, and I can't wait to cook with it.